Okay, everybody, here we go. It's 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I always screw this up. 1 p.m. Eastern. Feeling kind of not good today. I was outside working on my car. It was cold yesterday, and I think I might have picked up some kind of bug. Anyway, with that said, let's get the show on the road here. Let's talk. All right, so this is where I start to laugh, and maybe you should laugh as well. So just on the economic news front, it just doesn't stop. So consumer confidence falls. Okay, whatever. I don't know how a single consumer could possibly be confident about anything other than this whole freaking I can't say it, but I will shit show. Getting a lot worse here. Anyway, and then we get this information. So the Chicago Business Activity Gauge, something the Federal Reserve loves to watch. Well, this is falling deeper into contraction. Now, imagine my shock here. You, me, and I'd be willing to bet there's a lot more than us. Realize where this whole thing is going. It's just so out of control. Thank you, Carlos. um, Anyway, so even with, again, it doesn't stop. The bad economic news, round after round after round, and it's epic here. Uh, Stocks continue to defy gravity. Imagine my surprise, imagine yours. Now, you knew this already. We spoke about this. I've been explaining to you, if they can keep the illusion, a couple of things have to play out. That's all. For this market to go higher, and nothing else matters. The illusion of stability, or liquidity, should I say, in the debt market. Okay. Without central banks continuing to pump that, this whole thing turns but fast. Relative strength of the dollar, stable or weaker. Well, we got that today. As a matter of fact, the relative strength of the dollar was lower. And if crude oil decides to play, energy, crude oil higher today. So it's a Goldilocks setup for this market. The economy doesn't matter. It's completely the stock market and the economy are detached from reality, and this is central banks buying it all. You know this already. I mean, nobody knows this better than you do. But the beauty of this, here's the beauty of this entire thing. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? You and I are already in all the right spots. We know exactly what to do, and we know why we're doing it. Look, like I say all the time, I don't want to come out here and just blab, blab, blab. I'm glad you're watching the MMRI, sir. Yes, it looks like we know where the lines in the sand are here. 250 and then 300, an absolute line in the sand. We've seen it play out. Anyway, so we know what we're doing here. We're going to continue to do exactly what we've been doing for years. That is becoming our own central bank, holding hard assets. My favorite of all time, silver. You all know that here. Expose you to commodities for the longer run here. Yes, I still believe you need some cryptocurrency. At least just pick one of the big ones and just have it. Seriously. Thank you, Systems Reality Team. Excellent. Anyway, and of course, like me, I'm along this market. I am along this market. I've been along this market for quite a long time. You all know this too. I'm an open book to all of you. I let you know what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. So with that said, what else can we talk about? I mean, this is just a freak show on an unprecedented scale. And when I think about it, like things like the ghoul pop into my head, and tomorrow, it's gonna talk tomorrow. I'm talking about freaking Yellowstone Powell is gonna open his mouth. And, the world is waiting. We're waiting to hear from the supreme it of all its. I mean, that's who it is. He is the supreme it. Whoever sits at the chair of the Federal Reserve is the world leader. Right there, you're looking at it, okay? It's a one world government already. You all know that. It's central banks who are running the entire show. They run the economy, the financial system, the markets, everything. They run it all. So tomorrow you get to hear from the real leader of this controlled demolition, which is completely out of freaking control. On our end, they're in complete control. They know exactly what they're doing, why they're doing it, and they're moving closer and closer and closer to their end game here, people. Supreme power and own the entire world. It's so sick to me, honestly. But that is It's really the stark reality. All right, look. So let's go away from this whole market for a moment and let me cover this some of the questions and comments here because that's really what I want to do. All right, this is great, and we can talk about the markets more, but I really want to go over some stuff with all of you. Absolutely. The Fed is the market. The Fed is the government. The Fed is the market. They pull the strings, and that's all. Ricardo, thank you. Eddie Munster with the tie. Thank you. I happen to like Eddie Munster. Cool person. It was. I used to love that show. I was addicted to that stuff. I really was. JEPQ. JEPQ. Yeah, it's also a good spot to be in here, but it's more risky. Okay, obviously because of the tech exposure. But we can't deny what's going on here as of late. But yeah, if you have a really high risk tolerance here, then absolutely. I can't imagine why you would want to own that too. I've thought about buying it. I really do like JEPI. I've been in it for a while, and I'm going to buy more. There's just no doubt about it. What's the best crypto to own? Let me tell you, with that is a great question here. I feel honestly, look, how I look at cryptocurrencies, and you all know this already. I feel that when we get a debt market implosion, which is going to happen, cash is just going to move out of the debt market, putting pressure on equity is going to move. I think you could probably pick one of the big ones, and just own a few of it. Dash 2, yeah, there's another one. Again, these are all long-term holds, and expect volatility here. Don't expect that you're going to jump in today and buy cryptocurrency XYZ, whatever it might be, and all of a sudden you're going to start, making cash here. It's just not really for me. These are long-term holds because I'm holding these because of the and I've been buying these things. I started dabbling back into Bitcoin probably around maybe 17,000 ish. I don't own a lot of this stuff, just a couple of $1,000 worth. That's all. And will I be adding to it? I will be at one point. Anyway, thanks, Steve. I support Greg's work. I appreciate that very much here. Yeah, so like I said, pick one and don't go all in on anything. Unless if you want to go in all in on one thing, maybe that's it. If I had to pick one. But I don't know. You guys all gotta figure out like where your risk tolerance is. Everyone's different here. And you gotta think about your own individual kind of a situation and how much cash you got to throw around. People generally have finite amounts of capital. So you gotta think realistically about where and how you want to allocate it. You understand? I want to put X into gold and silver, X into crypto, X into the market, X into commodities, in aggregate, whatever. That's pretty much how you got to play it out. Did the Camaro explode? And that didn't explode. I think what it's come down to, it's a fuel delivery issue with the race car, or it's the ignition problem, or a combination of the two. That's where I've zeroed in on this. But I will, I'm going to run the car over the weekend, Saturday, see if I got this thing worked out. And what does the end game look like? I think we're watching this play out right now. It's all about control, a lot more control, a completely new system. And unfortunately, as this thing really gets moving here, I think we're going to witness a major depopulation event. I really do. A scarcity of resources on an unprecedented scale. And I want everyone to have the high ground. I want everyone to be prepared for what's coming down the pike. Honestly, the time machine is hot. Yeah. Anyway, thoughts on mortgages. What specifically here? Is it a good time to get one? I mean, rates are probably going to go up. Real estate, I think it's got a lot further to fall. I'll be honest with you. I think we're still in the early stages of watching things kind of shift around a little bit, honestly. Eggs are the next Bitcoin. Nothing would surprise me here. It's getting out of control here. But anyway, I spoke about JEPQ earlier. I'll touch on it again. I think it's a good spot to be in if you have an increased risk tolerance. Chuck Barone, absolutely. Talk to Chuck about the real estate market. He will absolutely set you on the right path with regard to that. No, they're not ready to pull the trigger. The question is Powell about to crash the stock market? Not yet, not by a long shot. I don't think so. Thank you, LLMZ Marketing. Seriously, I don't believe, and I've been telling you this since the end of last year when this market wasn't doing so well. I got a little nervous too. I'm like, I better be right on this, and I said no. They're going to keep pumping. They're going to keep rates suppressed here. They're going to come up with some other scheme to inflate. Expanding a war is a big one, and who knows what else they're going to throw at us. They're not done. They're not done yet, in my view. I think we could possibly see. For example, now let's talk about this freak show of a stock market. Again, going back to stability or the illusion of stability in the global debt market, which is a time bomb. It's a time bomb of the highest order. If they can maintain that illusion of stability here, where do you think cash is going to go? If rates remain suppressed, and I think they're going to for an extremely long period of time as central banks buy more, if they can keep the relative strength of the dollar weak, and if crude wants to play, this stock market's going much higher. And the economy will continue to free fall faster. I mean, don't listen to me. Listen to the International Mafia Fund. They keep warning over and over and over about the economy. The global economy is, going down the toilet. By their own admission here, inflation is going to continue to rise by their own admission here. Everything is, like I said, even just this morning, it's unbelievable. The Chicago business activity gauge falls deeper into contraction. But meanwhile, stock market keeps going up. It's so out of it's so cool. Let's just have a look at that. I mean, it's so freaking nuts, man. Yeah, the market's higher. Dow's up by 145. I tell you. You can't make any of this stuff up, people. It's impossible to do. It really is impossible to do. Mining stocks. I don't own any mining stocks. Wouldn't be a bad spot to be in, honestly. You miss Keon. Keon. Whatever. He turned out to be not such a sweet guy. Anyway, I definitely put my faith behind the wrong person there. Let me tell you that. That's a whole different story. But that's besides the point. All right. Anyway, what did Keon give up? I'm not surprised. Anyway, let's take a couple more questions here, and then we'll get going here. Bearish divergences, they're all well and good and lovely. I'm more of a long-term fundamental kind of a guy. If you want to get into trading, I just for free. I put it out right in my newsletter, a whole new trading system. You want to get involved in that, and I'm tweaking it. That's what you want to do. Longer term here, again, the bigger picture is none of this stuff matters. The Fed's going to pump the market. The Fed's going to buy the market, and that's just the way it's going to go, unfortunately. Kind of crazy watching this entire thing come apart faster. Meanwhile, the stock market continues to defy gravity here. And if they can, look, with energy, we had a little bit of a drop, a little pullback. I think we all expected that. If they can manage to prop up energy, this market's going a lot higher, a lot higher. Who's my favorite interviewer? That's a great question. I don't really know. I've done so many of them, although I really don't. I don't do that many anymore. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to be on today with Jack Gamble. Nobody Special Finance. This guy's awesome. I'm going to give him a big shout out here. But I really don't feel up to it today. I'm really kind of under the weather. Thanks, Mitch. I appreciate that. Anyway, that's kind of where I stand. All you people are so fantastic. I love being here with you. I really, really do. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at here. How long until the debt market melts down? There's no way to tell. There's no way to tell this, but we have tools, you and I. I mean, you could look at the MMRI, which is, I think, the best risk indicator ever created for this market. If you want to look at individual components, you can look at the global bond market, look at bond yields. You can look at the 10-year yield, the US dollar on a relative strength basis. These are our clues. We don't have to guess here, people. We don't have to guess anymore. Not overly familiar with the economic ninja. I know he has a pretty big following, must be doing the right thing. I know, yeah, vitamin C. I need something here. I need to go on Alex Jones. I've been on Alex Jones' show, and every time I go on that guy's show, I get slammed with haters, man. Hate. Silver Beast, thank you. look, it seems like today, people aren't allowed to have their own opinion on anything. If you go, people go crazy. They really, really do. Anyway, Dollar Vigilante, excellent, excellent stuff over there. Absolutely. All right. Um, yeah. All right, people. Look, I love all of you a lot, and I mean that from the heart. I wish I felt a little bit better, but I'm going to kind of cut this short because, like I said, I don't feel very well. But you will see me at the end of the day for my post-market wrap-up. We'll cover a few more things over there. You guys are awesome. Just one more thing. So statistically, 9% of people share my work. 9%. Imagine if we could double that. Imagine if, like I said yesterday, if 20% of people who follow my work would share this stuff, it would be unbelievable. We really could maybe get this material out there and make a difference, but so few people share it. I don't understand it. I really don't. Anyway, I hope more people do share my work. I hope all of you share my work. It's important. Because this isn't my thing. It's just our thing, and that's why I happen to like doing this live stream with all of you. It's pretty awesome. All right, I will see all of you later. Thank you for being here, and that's all.